All right, take two on the...
Hey, everybody. I'm Dimples.
I'm Dimples.
You want to be Dimples.
Take two on the top of your face. Hey everybody, welcome to Perspective. I'm Dimples.
And I'm Dreadlocks.
Today we're going to review an older game, actually for the Nintendo 64. It's developed and published by 3DO, and it was also available for the PlayStation 1. This game is called Battle Tanks Global Assault.
Globally assaulting anybody in our way. It's futuristic.
2006.
Yeah, 2006 futuristic game where you take control of a tank and battle your way through the map. You've got several different tanks to choose from. To name a few, there's the Goliath, which is my personal favorite. Also the Rhino, and
which is my favorite.
yeah, which is Dimple's favorite. The Inferno tank, which flames up everybody, and the M1A1 Abrams, which is one you start with in the game.
The story is pretty simple. You're one of the survivors in a post-apocalyptic world.
You mean post-apocalyptic?
Yes. I hate that word. I don't know why I wrote it in. Anyway, most of the women are no longer alive. The main story revolves around Griffin and his wife Madison. Their son, Brandon, has been kidnapped by the evil Queen Lord Cassandra, who Cassandra is actually the one who released the virus that killed most of the women in the first place. So she's kind of the bad guy.
Yeah, because kidnapping doesn't make you a villain in itself.
Anyways, it's your job to take a tank, get back your son, and then go after the evil Queen Lord.
Dimples really sucks at this game, so he needed my superior intelligence to beat it.
Hey, I did all right. I even practiced.
Yeah, I saw you practice.
Dimples, what are you doing?
I'm practicing!
Hey, what are you doing now?
I'm still practicing.
Really? Again?
I ran into a ditch.
I wasn't impressed.
Okay, so I had some trouble with the game, but personally, I'm no good at many 64 games. But overall, it has a pretty good feel to it. The tanks move generally quickly, and they're pretty agile. They've got plenty of power to them, and the game gives you a fresh challenge with certain enemies.
The game's enemies will have the same tanks that you can use, which all in all makes it a pretty fair fight. But the AI is not particularly smart. Plus the weapon pickups you can use gives the player a bit advantage in combat.
Although we didn't play the game at the hardest difficulty, we still had our challenges, especially when we had to protect other tanks instead of going out and just killing enemies.
This game is great because it has a lot of variety. Not only do you get a lot of different tanks, but you also get a lot of different weapon pickups. You can get lasers, landmines, swarmer missiles, bouncing betties, grenades, and guided missiles. There's also, in addition to the campaign, you also have lots of other gameplay options like Team Deathmatch, Battle Lord, which is when you storm the other guy's base, shoot up all their tanks, and steal their, basically capture the flag and bring it back to your base. And so all this made Dimples look even more like a noob.
Hey, those stages were hard and stressful. Okay, I suck.
This is still an older game for an older system, so graphics and sound are nothing to brag at for these days. But for its time, these were top notch, and the game is still fun today. The ideas for what a tank could do were interesting. Each tank had its own special. The Goliath was big and buff and could dish out a lot of damage, but it was really slow. The Rhino is faster and could take a lot of damage from the front, but it was kind of a pansy from the back. There's also other tanks in between, and weaker tanks, stronger tanks, faster tanks, tanks that can dodge, anything you can think of pretty much, except for maybe a flying tank. It doesn't have that.
The hover tank that you mentioned sort of, goes over landmines.
That's true. Do have a hover tank too. Also, if you just want pure carnage, you can just go around shooting buildings and watching them fall to the ground, which gives you a bit of a sense of joy.
This game is really a gem. You've got a variety of tanks that can give you different challenges and really up the difficulty. Some make you feel really powerful, others make you feel really fast, and others you gotta find a different way to approach a situation. Not all stages are just defeat the enemy. Some of them get interesting and some get difficult. You might need to find survivors. You might need to protect other vehicles. Mix that with the power-ups you get, options for multiplayer, for the campaign, or even just fighting against your friends. It makes this a memorable and fun game, even if you're not good at it like me. I have to give this my perspective rating of hardcore sweet.
And my perspective rating is legendary.
Way to go, clipping the mic.
Legendary.
Still clipping the mic.
Legendary.
Better. Maybe you'd like to check out the game for yourself, and if you're not quite convinced or you just want to check us playing the game, click here. We've did the whole campaign for you.
Just be aware that Dimples sucks.
I think we've established that.
Well, we haven't really driven it in yet. Watch us play the game and tell Dimples that he sucks in the comments below. But also, like it so he has kind of a false sense of achievement. And subscribe to watch him fail at many, many, many other games.
You fail at games too.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter. It's more fun to watch you fail.
Alright, bye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye now.
Goodbye.
See ya.
I hope you really enjoyed this.
Yes.
Because
If you didn't, you actually did enjoy it. And
Yes.
You don't realize.
your brainwaves are firing off neutrons in the wrong area. They got lost on the way to your endorphins. I mean endorphins, because we know they swim like dolphins.
That sounds sciencey enough.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. Science wasn't really my big thing. I'm smart. Just play Battle Tanks and watch us play Battle Tanks.
Yeah.